It's CEO here, and Nintendo just released a new update for Animal Crossing New Horizons. Update 2.0.6 came out on November 14th, 2022, almost a year after the big 2.0 update, which was on November 5th, 2021. When my game first updated, it didn't seem like anything really changed. But Nintendo has a handy-dandy website that actually lists every change that every update brought for New Horizons. Also, follow me on my socials, CEOMG on Instagram, CEOMG_ on TikTok, CEOMG on Twitch, and CEOMG_CEO on Twitter. But the only thing Nintendo lists for the 2.0.6 update is general. Several issues have been addressed to improve the gameplay experience, but we don't know what those are. But what we do know is that there's still a lot of problems in New Horizons. The link to Nintendo's website that lists all of the Animal Crossing New Horizons update history is linked in the description and above. So definitely go check it out for yourself because it's really interesting to see everything that was added each update. Every update iteration is listed on the site. Even the very first one on March 20th, 2020, and the game released version 1.1. Since Nintendo was super vague in general about what the 2.0.6 update entails and what it fixed in the game, I want to see for myself if this update fixed Leif's weeding service. Because if you've tried it, he usually says, oh, you don't have enough weeds on your island for him to perform the service. So I went ahead and filled my entire island with weeds, and when I talked to him, he weeded my island for 100,000 bells. And then I went back to Leif when I put down 36 weeds, and he did say, you don't have enough weeds for me to pull them. And then I updated the 2.0.6 to see if anything was different. But no, again, he wouldn't pull up my 36 weeds. I did not have enough. And if you don't know, his service only works if you have over 300 weeds on your island. And you cannot get 300 weeds on your island naturally. There's actually a limit to how many weeds can grow on your island at a time, and the limit is below 300. The only time your island would naturally have 300 weeds is when you first start your island. But most players need the de-weeding service once they're pretty far into the game. So this feature isn't fixed and the limit hasn't been lowered. It's basically a feature that no players can use. Another thing that Nintendo should have added in this update is the ability to trade fish, bugs, and sea creatures. We are far enough into the game that many people, if they're trying to complete the museum, have already been playing for a while, and maybe they just want to say that they've completed their museum in order to get the golden fishing rod and the golden net. And if Nintendo let us trade such creatures, we could pool together our resources and our playtime to help other players finish their museum. But no, Nintendo didn't add this. But they did do something very similar in the past. When the game first started, you could not put DIYs in your storage. So if you had extra DIYs, in addition to the ones you already learned, you either had to throw them out or drop them on the ground of your island, which negatively affects your island rating. Nintendo did this to promote trading of DIYs, because why throw them out when you can give them to another player that is in need? And that was great for the first year of the game, which promoted trading and kind of helped everybody progress in the game. But on the 2.0 update, they actually added the feature to let people put DIYs in their storage. Because Nintendo knew the game has been out for 1.5 years by that point. People are tired of trying to grind for that one DIY. People have already gotten most of the DIYs they want, whether through trading or Nookazon or Treasure Islands. So there really was no need to restrict the player from putting DIYs in their storage. And they can just apply that same logic to sea creatures. Luckily, there is a loophole that allows me to give you sea creatures, bugs, and fish, even though we can't trade them in the game. And that's by visiting my treasure island. I do run my own 24/7 treasure island for my YouTube members and Twitch subscribers. And on the island, you can easily pick up bagged fish, bagged sea creatures, and bugs in cages. And you can learn how to become a YouTube member and access this island at the end of the video. Now, I don't know if this is a glitch or a bug, but for some reason, Nintendo lists fruit jams in the savory category in your DIY menu. Now, I know there are savory jams out there. Jalapeno jam, pepper jelly. Let me know in the comments other savory jams. But peach, apple, pear, cherry jams are not savory. They are sweet. So why are they in the savory category? I noticed that right from the beginning when they added cooking into the game. They could have taken the time for this update to move those jams into the sweet category like they should have been. Nintendo could have also fixed the flower invasion problem where flowers reproduce way more than weeds do. And flowers are just taking over players' islands left and right. Since Nintendo is no help in this matter, I am going to make a video all about the best way to get rid of flowers and to stop them from growing. So be sure to subscribe and ring the bell button so you don't miss that video. And another thing we would all appreciate is the ability to lock custom designs on the ground, because everyone has been there. You're walking around your island beautifully pathed and there's something dropped on the ground that you want to pick up. You press Y, and then rage ensues when you accidentally delete a custom design when you wanted to pick up the dropped item. Photoshop has layers you can lock. Why doesn't Nintendo allow you to lock the custom design layer? It's just a little quality of life thing that Nintendo could have added so easily. But no, they took this 2.0.6 update to improve the gameplay experience, whatever that means. So I don't know what Nintendo's doing over there. I'm glad at least that they're still maintaining the game with even these minor updates, rather than just dumping the 2.0 update and never looking back at the game. So that does make me hopeful that we'll see future Animal Crossing New Horizons updates, or even maybe a standalone game. If we manifest it, we can get it. We can do it. If you're watching this, manifest more Animal Crossing updates. Leave a comment saying you're manifesting with me, and together we can accomplish anything. A huge thank you to all of my YouTube members for your continued support of me and my channel. All of my members get these super awesome perks, including getting all of your comments hearted by me, priority access when I do multiplayer events in Animal Crossing on my live streams, and 24/7 access to my treasure island. If you don't know what a treasure island is, it's basically a regular Animal Crossing island full of items that are dropped on the ground for you to come and take. These include every holiday and seasonal DIY set, all of the new Nook Mile items from the 2.0 update, all of the new Nook's Cranny items from the 2.0 update, all of the new DIY and food recipes from the 2.0 update, every hybrid flower, every gyroid, every KK slider song, the entire Sanrio set, all of the food items, every crafting material, Nook Mile tickets and bells, and so much more. I'm also working on a catalog island, and once it's finished, all of my members will have 24/7 access to that. My catalog island will basically have everything that you can find in your catalog that you can order with bells. This is a great way to get more items that you're missing, or you just want more items to finish your builds, finish decorating, give us presents, do whatever you want with them. And a sneak peek of what will be on the island will be housewares, miscellaneous, wall-mounted ceiling decor, wallpapers, floors, rugs, tops, bottoms, dress-up, headwear, accessories, socks, shoes, bags, umbrellas, wetsuits, and balloons. I can't wait to get this island up and running for you. I'm personally going to use it with my non-modded Switch so I can finally get every item in the game, so get excited for that. If you'd like to become a member and get access to my treasure island and all of these amazing perks, you can click the link above or in the description, or you can go to my channel homepage and click the join button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.